The new Prime Minister, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, delivered her policy statement to Parliament on Thursday morning, focusing on measures aimed at improving the financial situation of citizens and increasing state revenue. During her 58-minute speech, Ms. Paetongtarn, leader of the ruling Pheu Thai Party, outlined plans for comprehensive debt restructuring, particularly related to home and car loans, while also supporting informal debtors. She emphasized that these measures would not compromise the country's financial stability. The Prime Minister also announced that her government would implement measures to reduce energy prices and utility costs by revising pricing structures and exploring new energy sources. Regarding Pheu Thai's digital wallet distribution policy, she indicated that the government would proceed with the initiative and begin providing aid to vulnerable groups. "We will create fair opportunities for all Thais to have enough to eat and live with dignity," said Ms. Paetongtarn, the youngest daughter of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. Following her statement, Napthapong Roengpanuat, leader of the opposition People's Power Party, criticized the Pheu Thai government for failing to implement key policies since taking office after the general election on May 14, 2023. "It was a wasted year for the people," he said, referencing the previous government under former Prime Minister Sretha Thavisin. Mr. Napthapong also mentioned that the digital wallet project had faced multiple delays, with fluctuating criteria for beneficiaries. On energy issues, he criticized the government for not yet engaging in negotiations with suppliers regarding electricity cost structures. Ms. Paetongtarn, aged 38, assumed the role of Prime Minister after the Constitutional Court dismissed Mr. Sretha on August 14 for an ethical violation related to his decision to appoint ex-convict Pikit Chunban as a minister in the Prime Minister's office. She now has approximately 3 years remaining in her term following Mr. Sretha's departure after 11 months and 21 days in office. Airlines serving Mae Pha Luang Chiang Rai International Airport cancelled all flights for the rest of the day on Thursday due to severe flooding in the northern province. The last flights operating at the main airport in the northern province were AirAsia Flight FD 3209 from Don Mueang in Bangkok, arriving at 12:40 p.m., and FD 3210 from Chiang Rai to Don Mueang, departing at 1:10 p.m., airport officials said in a statement. Transport Minister Surya Jungroangrawangkit had earlier advised the public to avoid the airport as the access road was underwater, preventing staff and travelers from reaching the site. He ordered airport management to strengthen flood response measures, including dredging canals and maintaining water pumps. He also requested airports of Thailand, AOD, President Karati Kitmanawat to visit the airport and provide food, drinking water, and arrange evacuations of passengers and staff if necessary. Mr. Karati said the airport itself remained operational, but all airlines with regular services, Vietjet Air, Lion Air, Thai Airways International, and Thai AirAsia, suspended flights for the rest of the day. The external power supply had been cut off, but the airport had its own backup system, which was sufficient to continue operations, he added. Floodwater only affected the entrance of the airport and staff housing, without reaching the passenger terminal, aircraft parking areas, taxiways, or runway, Mr. Karati said. "So, planes can still take off and land here," he said. The airport was therefore ready to facilitate the transportation of essential supplies to help flood victims, he added. Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra expressed confidence that the government's policy, which will be declared before Parliament this Thursday, especially the digital wallet handout program, will serve as an economic whirlwind to boost the economy. The Prime Minister will outline the policy statement in Parliament on Thursday and Friday. Under the Constitution, the government is required to announce its statement before starting its work. She stated that she would provide an overview of the government policy, while cabinet ministers would provide details of their respective policies. The digital wallet program will be clarified after the policy statement. "I will provide the overall picture while the finance minister will explain the details," said Ms. Paetongtarn. The aim of the program is to stimulate the economy. If such stimulus is not enough, we are ready to restructure the economy to transition into a digital one, she added. The digital wallet is not the only policy. We also have several other economic stimulus policies. But this is the main one to produce quick results, she said. She downplayed criticism regarding the plan to divide the 10,000 baht payment into 2 installments. The installation of the digital wallet system will take time, but people cannot wait, so we need to adjust to ensure they receive the money as quickly as possible, she said. Payments will be made in phases. Installments, along with other economic stimulus measures, will help boost the economy, she added. The government announced that 145 billion baht in cash, under its digital wallet handout program, would be distributed to vulnerable groups and state welfare cardholders starting September 20th. For those already registered via the Chiang Rai application, they will receive 5,000 baht by the end of this year if the digital wallet system is not ready on time. The remaining half of the payment will be made in digital currency next year. The scheme is the cornerstone of the government's plan to jumpstart Southeast Asia's second-largest economy, which grew by 2.3% in the second quarter. A change of government last month, caused by the court's removal of Srettha Thavisin as Prime Minister, created uncertainty about when the promised stimulus measures would begin. Ms. Paetongtarn, Srettha's successor, said last week that part of the handout would now be given in cash. Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister Phumtham Wechayachai confirmed that the digital wallet handout scheme would be presented to the cabinet for approval on September 17. According to the government's latest revised figures, the 450 billion baht for the handout scheme will be sourced from the budgets for fiscal years 2024 and 2025. Around 140 billion baht will come from fiscal year 2024, with about 23 billion baht coming from 2024's central budget and 122 billion baht from the 2024 additional budget. A supplementary bill seeking to increase the budget for the current fiscal year by 122 billion baht to partially fund the scheme has been passed by Parliament. Additionally, about 187 billion baht of that 450 billion baht will come from the 2025 central budget. This leaves the 450 billion baht scheme still 117 billion baht short. Wanwichat Bunprong, a political science lecturer at Rangsit University, told the Bangkok Post that the Paetongtarn government's policy is not new as it continues what the Srettha administration was doing. He said several policies of the new government appear to have been inspired by what former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra said at a local forum last month. Olarn Thinbangteo, a political science lecturer at Buriphah University in Chonburi Province, told the Bangkok Post that some of the government's policies were not part of its election pledges, such as the plan for an entertainment complex including a casino. Many policies are similar to those proposed by Thaksin at the forum, which shows the government may have been influenced by Thaksin, Mr. Olarn said.